Welcome to the Art of Consulting podcast with Andy Fry and Kat Lamb. We are seasoned IT consultants, CPAs, and professional development connoisseurs. Each episode, we bring you an inspiring message to help you discover that X factor as a professional in your field so that you can gain the success that you know you deserve in your career and in your life.
Hey everybody, I just want to talk about a conversation that I had recently with somebody who was not happy with the way that some area of their life was going. So they talked to me and they said that, they were upset with how this area in their life was headed. So my first question to them was, are you okay with your current situation? Are you okay with the way that area of your life is? And the person said no. They were said no, they don't like it. They wanted things to change. So my next question to them was, are you willing to do something about it? And because we may not be happy with the situation that we're in, but we also may not be willing to do anything about it. And life gets really simple when we think in these terms, when we say, I don't like this. Am I willing to do something about it? Because we're either going to do something about it or we're not. It's pretty straightforward when we have an area of our life that isn't going very well. We have to make a choice. Are we going to do something about it or not? So when I asked this individual and I said, are you willing to do something about it? And the person said yes. So then I said, the next thing is, do you know what you need to do? Because it's easy to not like your situation. That's actually the easiest, because a lot of people just aren't happy with the way they are. They want to be more fit, or they want to have more money. They want to have a better career. They want to find the person of their dreams. Whatever their situation is that they're not happy with, an area of their life they're not happy with, they want it to change. That's the easy part. Not liking where you're at is easy. The next question around, are you willing to do something, is really the critical question. Are you willing to make a change? Are you willing to do something about this? Because if the answer is no, then nobody can help you. Because you are, this person, right? If they're not willing to make a change, even though they're not happy, there's nothing anybody can do. We can't, old saying, we can take a horse to water, but we can't make them drink. That's true. We can't change people, and we can't do things that will force people to do what they need to do. So that individual needs to make that decision themselves to be able to make a change in their life. The third question around, do you know what to do? That becomes the hard part. That becomes where, the things that we've done to get us into a bad situation, let's say we're carrying way too much weight, the steps that we've done to get there, we can't keep doing that. So the next question is I know I need to change. I'm willing to change. What do I need to change? And that's where we often need to find some help. Now, we might know what to do, or we might know pieces what to do, or parts of the changes that need to occur, but we need to make those changes. And that's really where the help comes in. So it's really just a really brief, quick conversation here today, but I just wanted to talk about the fact that, if we're not happy in an area of our life, the first question is are you okay with your current state? Because if you're okay with it, right, it's very, very, very unlikely that you're going to get the drive to move out of your current state. That's why most people really stay where they're at, because they would say, yes, I want more money. Yes, I want to have a better career. I want to be fit, but I'm pretty much okay with where I'm at. So, and those who aren't okay with where they're at, if they ask themselves the question of, am I willing to do something about it? Often they're not. And that's why, again, so few people make big impacts to their lives, because they're not really motivated to make those changes. And we'll talk about drive and motivation. Most times we talk about drive and motivation being the same. We kind of we tie those two together, and we don't really use the word drive a lot anymore. But the big thing is that the drive to change, the very first question is driven out of drive. So I don't like my current situation. Now I have drive to go and do something about it. right? The motivation is the act of going and doing something about it. So when we break these things down, it's very important that we understand that these are separate steps. You may have the drive to not change or to change something, but no motivation to actually change it. And that's where you often see people who will say, again, I want to be fit, so I'll go to the gym, I'll get a membership. That's one part of motivation, but they'll never go to the gym. The act of actually going to the gym, they're not very motivated to do it. Get up early or do it late, do it after the kids are in bed, or do it at lunchtime at work, whatever the situation is, they're not very motivated. Again, that's why most people are very mediocre or average, and the people who are successful are the ones who make those changes. So just understand that those are really the 3 steps to making, that we have to go through and ask ourselves and say, do I like my current state? Do I like my current situation? Am I okay with it? The answer is no. The next question is, am I willing to make a change? Am I willing to do something about it? Right? Not what am I willing to do? The question is am I willing to do something about it? That's number 1, right? So that's question 1. Question 2. Question 3 is, do I know what changes need to be made? And if the answer is no, you need to go research, find help, get expert advice, whatever the situation is, get that help so that you can make those changes. Thanks for joining us on today's show. If you like what you heard and are interested in seeing if you'd be a great fit to work with Kat and myself, then head on over to artofconsultingpodcast.com/call. That's artofconsultingpodcast.com/call and book an appointment to speak with us. We'll talk with you for about 45 minutes and we'll get you clear on 3 things: putting together a solid game plan to start as an independent IT consultant, getting complete control over your career and time, and commanding the salary that you always wanted. Remember, developing and building a great consulting business does not happen by itself. You need an expert advice and guidance to make it happen. And we're 20+ year veterans in the independent IT space while enjoying life and delivering unparalleled service to our clients. To see if we can help you do the same, head on over to artofconsultingpodcast.com/call. I'm Andy Fry.
I'm Kat Lamb.
And let's talk soon.